right now. And when we got to the plane, everybody was like we all just said it at the same time. We was like, woo.
Hi, my name is Gary Owens.
Hi, I'm Belle, and you're watching.
You got me on the too. Well, like,
Guys, you can't be over 40 without white friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to get some of that white privilege. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I love about the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic partnered up with the Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm talking about they was giving out checks for black sadness. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I still be getting some black sadness checks. You know what I'm saying? or white guilt checks, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just talking about those white guilt checks coming. I got one coming in right now. I just followed up today. A white guilt black sadness check. Guys, I love racism. You know what I'm saying?
and I'm gonna stop. Somebody was laughing hard. I don't know what when I said I love racism. Let me tell y'all something. Guys, the Lord made us to be different, okay? Because the only way you going to learn to love, like actually love, is for people to be different, okay? And I'm learning to love a new type of black man. Child, this post, I responded to this podcast that said black women was the worst. And I'm talking about it's like it has changed how I relate to black men. So many black men have hit that post talking about this man is completely right. Talking about black women, we need to be accountable for our weight. I want to address the weight in particular because somehow I feel like black women get attacked. Now, the average black man I see with a white woman is dating a fat white chick. Okay, so don't miss me with the bull talking about black women need to be accountable for our weight. But here's what I want to also address. Okay. If a black woman is a bigger, larger person, okay, but she doesn't have any high blood pressure, she doesn't have any cholesterol, could it be that is just her genetics? I don't understand why everyone in this world cannot accept that people can be different, yet you can accept that a poodle is different from a pit bull. You're not expecting the pit bull to have the same diet as the poodle. No, you don't judge the pit bull for needing to eat more because that's his genetics. But somehow the black woman, you can't get it through your head that we are shaped differently and could have no health problems. Guys, give your mama a break, okay? And let me just say this how I would say it in New Orleans. Give your mom a break, okay? Because this lady raised you, and everybody, I don't care how much money y'all got now, everybody first baby mama got a big stomach. Stop playing. Don't get on my nerves tonight. Because black men be hurt. And black women, this is why every time the abortion issue come up, I be like, yeah, some of them babies needed to be aborted. Because some of these men is out here with some straight issues. And it's because your mama didn't want you. And I understand how you could be feeling hurt because, my parents is not together either. And, sometimes when I call my mama, it feels like she keep hearing from her ex family. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's her daughter, it be feeling like it's her ex family that keep calling. And what do I want? But the thing about it too is, guess what? I'm grown now. And you know what I got to do? I got to stand in the gap. If I want, if my mama not the laughy play type, I got to stand in the gap and be the laughy play type for myself. I got to laugh at my own jokes. And I still got to love her regardless of what I think she should look like, how I think she should act. It's my job, it's my duty as a kingdom person to provide the love. So to people who are different. So anyway, so back to what I was saying about this video about black men, it has changed me because I understand that one, black men go through a lot. Black people go through a lot. I mean, but everybody go through a lot. Okay. But of course, I'm be talking about black people. Black men go through so much. And I understand how rejection could hurt, especially rejection from your own, because really what it is it's not me that is hurting you. When I'm rejecting you, you feeling that same rejection that you was feeling in childhood, but it's not, honey, I'm not your mama. Okay. You're just not my type. But it did make me be like, you know what? I'm gonna start making contact first, because I've had a guest on the show before and they're like, oh, white woman just so much easier to talk to, but black man, I need you to ask yourself this question right here: are you the same person you are with me that you are with her? Because see, sometimes we as human beings, we think a person is going to be more approachable, so we become more approachable. We're like, yeah, this person is easy going, so we're lighter on our feet. But then if you think this other person, because that's how you get a lot of Karens out here. Karen is a typical woman that is building stories in her narrow brain. Okay, and so by the time she get to talk to us, the story is so great in her brain that she's already at the explosive part. That's how some of y'all are with black women. By the time you get to me, honey, you done built up this story from when your mama rejected you, from your AT and the teacher in school and all that. But when you get to the white woman, you don't have no experience with her. So you give her a clean slate. Now, yes, somebody been rude to you. They've been rude to us, but it did make me say, I am going to make certain that I speak to the black man first. I'm going to offer you to come to our table and to eat something. I'm not going to pay for it. But if I'm having a cookout like I did this weekend for Mother's Day, I'm going to make sure that if I see some black people, family, whatever, I'm going to make sure that I don't expect this black man to talk to me first. I'm going to make certain that I start breaking down the barriers, because that's really what has happened. A lot of people have the stories going on in their head and they need the barriers broken. And if I got to speak first, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, because black men is out here going through a lot. And I definitely want to be the peace in the world that gives you the love that you might have been, missing, even if it's for that 30 seconds. So, okay, I just said my piece. First of all, happy belated Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day, child. I had me a good time this weekend. I had a cookout. I had my friends at the cookout. Let me tell you something about when the Lord say quick in the spirit. Okay, first of all, I see y'all already in the room. Put it in the comments. I know my cousin is in here. Put it in the comments where y'all from. Shout out your city. When the Lord say do something, do it right away. Okay, that's what he mean by quick in the spirit, because the Lord told me this weekend when my mom and them was coming into town, I was like, what are we going to do? I looked on Broadway and all it was Harry Potter. And I'm like, baby, I don't go see no Harry Potter. Okay, now I'm not judging y'all for going to see it. But, that's not my cup of, that's not something I want to watch or my mama want to watch. So anyway, so I'm looking to see what's out there. And then, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to share my parents with other people that, I'm going to have a cookout. So I had a cookout and I am so glad I did. When I tell you, I left the cookout and I just got so many texts about how people needed that this weekend, how, they couldn't go home to be with their mom, or this was the first Mother's Day without their mother. And actually I didn't even realize this until I was just typing the email. This was my mother's first time without her mother. So it was just it was so nurturing. It was so much love at that cookout. And I'm just so happy that I listened to the Lord. Every time I invest in something, I spend my own money, I'd be like, is this the right thing to do? This is why I can't hardly save now, because I'm always trying to extend it. But yeah, it's the right thing to do, because guess what? I'm a very wealthy person, and no time I ever needed anything, it wasn't there in my account. So a lot of times you gotta quicken the spirit. You gotta listen to the Lord. You gotta be obedient, because he is relying on me to advance the kingdom. That's our calling. We are called here to advance the kingdom. Now our purpose is to show love. So anyway, And guess what? I've got two people that was at the cookout. Okay. Always show me love. Always since we met. So I've been in LA for 9 years. I have known them both for that long. They are both very funny people. And I am just so happy to have y'all on the show tonight. Guys, introducing comedians Penny Promise and comedian Rocky Kuso. Y'all join me on the stage, please. Hey, y'all.
Hey there.
First of all, Penny, that is the right way for this hat. Okay. Oh,
Princess
Ramona,
Wave. Okay.
I forgot to call you about that. Ramona, the next thing I have, I will remember. Bay Area in the building. Jamal, what's going on? Ramona, happy Mother's Day. Penny, back to you in this hat. Okay. Back to you in this fly hats. Rocky, how was your day?
My day was fabulous, and thank you so much for having me out on Monday. Yeah, you are absolutely right. You've been out here creating community. It was definitely needed, and it will definitely come back to you tenfold for sure.
Yes, yes. It was just so fabulous. I was stepping out on faith. I have been asking my mother to come out here for years, just being like, but I'll always go to her because, sometimes I'll be feeling like you really don't know how a person is doing till you see them at their house because sometimes, they looking fine at your house, but then you go to their house, and you be like, what is this 3-year-old soup on the floor? You know what I'm saying? Like, like things be going on and you don't know it until you go to their environment. But you know what? The Lord told me to drop all that. Let's get your mama out here. The sun, I got the dogs, I got the sun, I got the people, come be in my environment. And I'm just so glad that she did, So without further ado, let's get to the first topic because we're talking about mamas tonight, okay? And I just want to say this before I go on, guys. We do this show each and every Tuesday. If you are looking at this right now, do me a favor, share this live with 2 friends, okay? We're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. If you're looking at this on playback right now, hit that subscribe button right now, okay? Not right now, right now,
Right
because now
now.
is just so much faster than now, okay? Right now. So anyway, first topic of the day, talking about mamas, honey. I was thinking about what we was going to talk about on the show tonight. And I went on my Instagram and this popped up and I was like, "Ooh, we got to discuss this." Marlon Wayans says he never wanted to get married because he never wanted his mother to feel second or somebody other mother-in-law to feel second. I just need to know, is this a red flag? Because what man don't want to get married, have a real connection just because he don't want his mama to feel second? Is this a red flag? Put it in the comments. Rocky, we're gonna start with you because you got the mama. You know what I'm saying? That you
I've
love.
got the mama. I was also trying to get her out to LA, but she postponed her trip. But I've heard him on another interview, I think with Club Shay Shay,
Uh-huh.
and he mentioned just still having too much play to want to be tied down. So it didn't sound like a mama thing. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sounded like
So,
he was just wanted to do his thing in Hollywood.
oh, okay. Just blaming it on the mama for the sake of singledom, huh?
That
If
sound better than yeah, I just want to keep playing.
if a man doesn't want to put his mama second, is that a red flag?
Absolutely. I mean, because when you leave your mother's house, you're supposed to cling to your wife. So, and I appreciate that my mom has always respected that.
Mm,
She's never
mm,
gotten between me and relationships. And it's so funny because I remember dating a girl in college and we were having a spat or whatever. And her mama called my mama and my mom was like, my son's grown. So I so appreciated that because I'm like, you trying to tattletale him? But anyway, it was just like my mom has been true to that. And
yeah,
I also think having a father and God rest his soul, he just
yeah.
passed this February, but
God
having the
bless.
balance of the two of them, I mean, just helped me tremendously. Because
Mm,
had it just been my mom, oh, I would have been completely coddled. But my
mm.
dad didn't allow that. So It's
You
the
know what?
balance
And
of the two.
that's I feel like, and that's what happens to a lot of people too. They got that one, so it's like a lot of coddling to, to substitute what they feel the child is missing. Penny, what about you? Is it a red flag that a man don't want to put his mama second? Because Penny is a mama. So would you want to be first in your son's life at all time? I mean, it is some perks. You know what I'm saying? You do get extra rides to the grocery store. He's stopping by during the week, taking out the trash. Light bill due here. Put slide this over to mama. But would you want him to have someone for himself?
I would appreciate it, but I wouldn't want him to do. I mean, I wouldn't want him to sacrifice his relationship because he want to put me second.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, because he don't want to put me second. I would want him to put me. I would be flattered to be first, but I wouldn't want him to like put his life on hold or not get married because he wanted to put no other. I don't. What mama would want that? So it's like, did he check with his mama first before he just,
You know what? If
some,
you do got one of them mamas that want that, she's
yeah.
definitely the red flag. Cause I've dated somebody where they mama want, like, they give me something, then they mama be like, well, I want that too. Then
Mm.
they give me some money, then the mama be like, a couple of days later, the mama calling like, I just need the $200 myself because of this and that. Anything that he's doing for me, the mama feel like she the girlfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she done became the side chick, and to me, those kind of mamas are a red flag in a relationship. Like he may not be a red flag, but it's like, I'm gonna have to be dealing with your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know my patience is short. You know what I'm saying? The question we talking about is, Marlon Wayans said he never wanted his mother to feel second. That's why he never got married. And my question to y'all is this a red flag? Now we heard from the guest. You said Jamal said, as a man, that's a sorry cop out for you not wanting to be, for you not wanting to be stuck being faithful. You know what? Yeah, yeah. Now Jamal has been married for 20 years. So see, you see what I'm saying? No, that's great. You say his mama probably wanted to get rid of him. Okay. Ramona said the mother shouldn't even know what a man is doing for his woman or his wife.
Mm.
Yeah, but they are close. Like,
Yeah.
see, the thing is, it is, and I think it's a fine line. I want you to be close with your mama. I want you to have a great relationship with your mama. Certainly boys and mamas and girls and daddies, I want you to have it. But then I don't want this underlying jealousy to be coming from your mama because, also too, your mama probably like that with anybody. Somebody down the street gets something, she probably like that. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, well, moving on because this is
Well,
all
and one
about
more
the.
thing, and it really relates to the type of spouse that you pick, because I know for my wife, um, it was important for her to let me go be with my mom now that my dad has passed. So
Mm,
she was like, I don't even want you to worry about LA. I'll handle things here. I want you to be there to support her. So it all comes into play because as we become older, we do become caretakers. So
mm.
you're going to want some help. It's going to come a time, now Marlon got enough money to also help assist him, but there's nothing to more,
There's
uh,
nothing like that connection. Like somebody being
yeah, it's got
connected
to
to
be,
your family, your
this
mom,
needs
they
to
love
be
your mom. It's not just a
family,
nurse. Yes,
family.
it's a family member that
That's the
loves your
difference
mom. Your
between
wife
family and
loves your
friends.
mom. Yeah, I feel you because we just had to take care of my grandma and all of us kind of put together, and was on different schedules taking care of my grandma and and my uncle's wife was stepping in. You know what I'm saying? To take care, like all of my uncle's wives were stepping in to come see about my grandma, even some of the ex-wives. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
uh
And
yeah,
even
I
on
feel
this
like that.
side, we have her dad with us. So, it's the right spouse is going to help you. That's why you need to become one in that
Yeah.
relationship.
Yes. Wow.
That's
Guys, Lord, you hear me and Penny. Just send our man. Okay. Well, Penny, you probably got your man sent already, but Lord, Lord, I'm patient. Okay, because I just want the right one. Stacy DMV is in the house. Jamal is in the house. Ramona is in the house. Guys, cousin is in the house. My cousin is all the way in. Thank you guys so much. If you are just joining us or looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now, honey. We do this each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And one of these days, I'm gonna get some background music going. Let me see if today is the day. I mean, we be having, I'm gonna keep this show like enhanced. I'm gonna just keep it.
I
Let me
could
see if I
play a
can.
little something, but I don't want us to get in trouble for.
No, 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 no. It needs to be from my end. Can y'all hear this? Can
Yeah.
y'all hear this? No, y'all can't hear it. No, y'all can't hear it. See, maybe could y'all hear it out there? Let me know. You said putting me in on the prayer list for God to send me a man. Yes, I am, honey. I'm putting you on the prayer list. In fact, we gonna pray after this, and that's what this episode is all about. The wealthy man episode, because, honey, my auntie. First of all, shout out to my auntie Gwen, who is my head writer. Okay, she sends me everything I need to talk about all throughout the week. Okay, and today she sent me Yada's videos. Have y'all heard of Yada Awakening? Let's play his verse video right here, and we're gonna discuss this ASAP. Okay, because this black man says this.
If you want a woman to love and appreciate you even when you're unable to be a man, go climb in bed with your mother. And men say, Yada, is it always about money? No, it's about security. Because if you don't have security, you can't have love. If she doesn't feel secure, she can't respect you. So you men are demanding things from women when you have no right to. There's no food on the table. There's no bills being paid. You're mentally and emotionally not tending to her needs, yet you want to feel like the man. No, you're not a man. You're a boy trapped in a man's body. And again, if you want a woman to love, respect, and appreciate you, when you bring nothing to her, go lay in bed with your mothers. Men don't.
Woo! Honey, does that brother got a Christian friend? Because they got the policies correct. Penny, don't fall asleep now. Okay, hold on. Let me get the first. So you saw that video, and let's get the question right here, because this is what I need to understand. Okay. The question is, Yada says a man that doesn't have $300K shouldn't be in a relationship. 300K. Do broke men deserve love too? Penny? Put it in the comments,
Yes, they
guys.
do.
Here's the
They
question
do.
again. A man that doesn't have 300K shouldn't be in a relationship. Do broke men deserve love too? What say you?
Yes, they do. Probably not with me, but yes, they do. You know what I'm saying? But maybe not. Maybe I might not be around. You gotta get matching
What?
bank.
I think is you say we got to get matching bank account.
Yeah, something. Yeah, I think I gotta match a little bit or up. You know, what I'm saying? A little bit more, not less, but at least at the same level or more. I've been broke before. I needed love.
Yeah. Okay. See, the thing is too is I feel like 300K is a bit much, but you do want your man to have his own money and his own vision for himself. And I feel like when you have the vision for yourself, the 300K, if it's not here right now, it's coming tomorrow morning. You see what I'm saying? Because you've got the vision and you got the purpose. But then you hear about these stories, because that's the thing is I feel like a lot of us are seeing videos like this and we like, yeah, 300K. But then this other man that is, we letting this other man go that might have 299. You see what I'm saying? But it is on his way to the package. And then you hear about these other couples that's been together for 20 years. And even Denzel's wife said they jumped in the cab and he didn't even have no money for a cab. So she paid for the cab, and that was,
Garbage
I'm
man.
talking about,
Now,
huh? The best investment. Like, what I'm saying, of her life. This man is still taking care of her today. So, Rocky, what say you? Because you got a man, and
You,
y'all put it in the comments too.
You started the conversation talking about some of those interracial relationships, and sometimes I think that's where, or I heard Dr. Umar saying that that's where sometimes um, a woman of a different race might come in and help build up that man, whereas a sister
Mm-hmm.
might be looking for more of a finished product.
Okay, now we
Um,
play now let me show y'all the video he is talking about because we played that on the last episode and we discussed
okay, maybe
it.
that's
Did
where I
I?
saw it because I definitely am subscribed.
Oh, okay, great. So I don't think I even have it up here, but you know what? I do. So that hold on, the comments is going on. I feel like the investment. I gotta, guys. Y'all know I gotta do this once per episode. Hold on, dog. Shut guys. It wouldn't be a Dell show without this. Okay, let's see what the comments had to say because that brings up another question about like because okay y'all yeah y'all got yeah y'all investing okay because I mean invested in a black man some of y'all got stolen wealth to invest too, you know what I'm saying, whereas other times our father is specifically telling us to get a finished product. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, my daddy don't want me out here talking about he just need a little help. At this age, you should already be and helped yourself.
Yeah,
And I feel like even at every girl's age. But the question that let me get to the comments because that made me have this other. I want to discuss this other thing that we didn't discuss last week. Because I feel like again we get the pressure from black men or like listen lower your standards, we having it hard out here, white women just accept us for anything, but then and they talk about how they got to leave the household and they got this. Let me just see what the comments say. The question is okay, a man Yada Awakening says a man that doesn't have 300K shouldn't be in a relationship. So we pose the question, do broke men deserve love too? Here's what you said in the comments, okay? You said you said you have to build your own but build together. Stacy said yes, he needs the credit union to show him some more love. Jamal said 300K, we have to start from somewhere. Ramona says I think 300K is extreme. Jamal
yes.
says talking that smack while walking out of his southern mansion. We don't have interests in CA. Yes, I don't want a dusty bum. I like Yada. Ooh, you said we hear it. Hold on, let me go back because some more comments. You said we can't quote the great prophet Umar and take him seriously. You said we can't take Umar seriously. You said I was not broke but poor and probably have more on years on Mr. 300K. Now, Mr. 300K do got two wives, because their religion. You said bark collars work wonders in dog training, sis. Oh no, I don't play with bark collar. I don't shock my dogs. This works wonders too. Is this auntie voice? That works wonders right there. When I be like, sit your with one of them, yeah, that's a bark collar right there. Okay. You said considering anything less than 300K broke is wild. Considering anything less than 300K broke is wild. What does that mean?
That's an extreme amount of money, and I agree because one, it depends on where you live.
Yes.
300K is, especially living in LA, is a lot.
Yeah,
But
not a
it's
lot.
almost what you need to be comfortable in LA. But that being said, I'm
But you
glad
don't
my wife
have
wasn't thinking like
300K.
that because when she met me, I didn't even have a car out here. And
Mm,
interestingly enough, the first car I got was a gift to her. So
mm.
you the right person. So, and I had a college degree, but that also came with student loan debt. So you know eh, it just really just depends on the person, the vision, the goals, are they about something?
Are they about
I
something?
don't think it's just about a dollar amount
Do they
or a
have the
salary.
Yeah, because
300K vision? Go ahead, Penny.
you can have 300, you can have 300K and not be broke, but still be broken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Be a
now that's
broken man.
true. Because I do because when I was looking this brother up just to get a picture, it was talking about him having 2 wives. And to me, that's that's, even though it may be allowed in some religion, to me that's a broken man. When you have 2 wives, because you can't even get to know one person over 50 years. One person could still be surprising you all this time. So when you
Or
having
it's a
two
good way to
wives,
go broke.
huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that's his whole reasoning. He like, I gotta have 300K. These women cost 50 G's a piece every time I see her. Yeah,
Look,
I don't
because if you
know.
think your mama wanted something that the other person had, imagine 2 wives.
Yes, 2 mamas want something. Child, it's getting expensive out here, and you tired at this point. You just need to settle back down with one. I'm so glad to see y'all in the building, because that leads to my next topic. Jamal said everyone with 300K didn't earn it honestly either. Some might have been out there selling crack or stealing. I mean, that's true, but if a man is getting it like that, you want to stay far away from him. You do not want to do no time, because a man can provide for you. You said 300 liquid. That's what he mean. 300 liquid. 300 liquid cash available.
Rich people don't
Um,
even usually keep their money like that. It's they got assets.
I think
That's
she
it.
means 300 liquid, meaning like
Yeah,
cash in
cash.
an
That's what I'm
account.
saying. Rich people don't keep cash like that usually.
In an account, they don't.
Usually it's tied up in investments,
Oh, okay.
rental
Well,
properties, different stuff,
mm,
money
mm,
mutuals. Yeah, it ain't
mm-hmm.
liquid always. No.
Okay. Guys, if you are watching this right now, okay, do me a favor. We do this each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Hit that subscribe button right now. Okay, not right now, because now it's just so
Right
much
now.
faster than right now. Okay,
Gotcha.
hit that subscribe button and meet us here each and every Tuesday. If you're watching this live, share this live with 2 friends. I just appreciate y'all so much. We have been counting and counting, and the monetization is almost there. And I just appreciate y'all. I just cannot thank my audience enough for coming by each and every week. Y'all clicking on the links, y'all watching the shorts, y'all watching the videos, and we are almost there. So just do me a favor, subscribe, watch a video, let me play, let the shows play, and I just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Okay, now we talking about Dr. Umar talking about black, white women coming along to save black men. And black men, of course, that last week, this black man talking about we are the worst. But somehow, when I looked up the statistics on interracial couples, the black woman and the white man, they are having so much success. And I just want to play this video because when you see these videos of black men trashing black women, it's just disheartening. And this is what Gary Owens had to
It's a
say
lot
about
of African American men that'll say a black woman is aggressive.
Do you think that's a cop-out? Black men that don't date black women? A lot of times when black men try to
Real life street
put
talk.
down black women or like say they're this way, this is why I don't date them, they're just not being honest with themselves. Just be honest. You're attracted to white women. Stop with the, I don't like black women for this reason. No, the bottom line is I'm attracted to black women. I'm not attracted like that to white women, right? So I'm like this, I go, I'm not gonna put down white women to say I'm attracted to black women. But I think some black dudes, they do that. They put down black women to go like this. It's like, it's taking the blame. Like, no, I don't date black women because they're too aggressive, or they don't act like this, or they don't cater to me like a white woman does. No, the bottom line is you like white women, and you're coming up with these reasons in your brain where, oh, this is why. No, your dick gets hard because you see white women. That's it. Just like.
I needed to cut before that last part right there.
Things pop up.
I needed to cut before that last part right there because I try to keep the show clean. So that's my question. Now that we played that video, I just need to go on to this next question is, guys, white wife, black husband marriages show twice the divorce rate of white wife, white husband couples on the 10th year of marriage, whereas black wife, white husband marriages are 44% less likely to end in divorce than white wife, white husband couples over the same period. So if white men are lasting longer with black women, we're lasting longer than white and white couples. We're lasting longer than white women and black men. Why are white men having so much better luck with black women? Y'all put it in
Well,
the
in
comments.
both of those scenarios, they're not coming with the same type of baggage. Black men and black women
Mm.
are coming with some baggage that's allowing them to bump heads, which it shouldn't. But also, we got to look at the
Wait,
family
who's coming
dynamics.
with the
So
baggage? Who's coming with the? Break that down. Who's
I think
coming with the baggage?
black men and black women together, those that connection together. So white women have their baggage, but it's a different type of baggage. So
Okay,
it doesn't bump heads the same kind of way.
okay,
I think black
okay.
men that are married to white women usually feel the repercussions after the fact. Like when it's time to divorce and she take everything, like they come with a different kind of like know how to get theirs.
But they must be
But
feeling it
that
before
being
because
said,
they must be feeling it before because they are divorcing. So they must be feeling it beforehand because they're divorcing more. So but the white man
who
is
is that?
keeping
Because
his
usually
black
when
wife.
when we see it in public, we're looking at athletes.
No,
But
no, not
who
in
else are we
LA.
talking about?
No, not in LA. I'm seeing a lot of regular towel boys out here with white women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Hmm.
seeing a lot of regular people out here with white women.
So
So
what I'm
and
saying is what he perceives as like what they're saying these personality traits or aggressive or this or that. They a white woman or an Asian woman they're gonna enter in with a different say let's say softness or a different
mm,
approach. He's
mm,
going to perceive that as being she's less confrontational. And it's not that she's less
mm.
confrontational, something else, she's got different triggers. Because who do we see most on Snap? White women. So it, it's going to catch up with you. What you perceive as not being baggage for a white woman, it's just going to present itself a different way. When she
Mm-hmm.
have her Karen moment or when she have something else triggers her, it's a different trigger.
Okay, and that's the thing is, and why are okay, if black women have this baggage, okay, somehow white men are able to deal with
I
it
say we all
much
do.
more successfully. So what? So why could they be having? And that's the question: is white wife black husband marriages show twice the divorce rate of white wife white husband couples by the 10th year of marriage, whereas black wife white husband marriages are 44% less likely to end in divorce than white wife white husband. So, honey, black women somehow the white man is having full-fledged success with the black woman, and that's what I want to know. Why is that? Penny, what do you think? You put that in the comments, y'all. Why are white men having so much more success with black women?
Because I feel like maybe those are they being successful. They know how to treat a woman whether they white or black. It's just they know how to treat a woman
Mm,
whether they white or black. And then you got the black man talking about, well, she white, she can take this. She black, well, I'm gonna treat her like this. I feel like they go in treating a woman like what on the racial side. She white, I can get away with this. She black, I'm gonna do this. But the white man, he gonna be the same any race. That's what I feel.
mm. So you thinking they're just able to attract good white men in the relationships that are good? You think that they would be treating anybody good, or they view the black woman as more special and treat her better?
That's if they like white. That's if they like black women. Now, some white men might be think the black woman is queen and may treat her a little better and may, you know what I'm saying? They might like he was saying, they might like black women. They might feel like black women are, they just like black women, so they gonna treat
Mm,
her better. They might treat
mm,
her maybe different than a white woman if they're not that attracted to their own race. It depends on what
mm,
they're attracted to.
mm,
For the most,
mm,
you know, white, just like he says, white men ain't out there talking about, well, I like black women because of this. I like white women. They just like, they don't treat the woman the same. They don't treat them with respect for the most part.
mm,
Like
mm,
if a white man beat white women, he gonna beat a black woman. Like if he gonna choke her, you know how the white
mm,
men be going off and going crazy. He gonna go crazy on any race, black, white, whatever. Like you said, they got
mm.
triggers.
I think you're right, and I think it's also the same for these black men too, because I feel like because of the divorce rate is just as high, even higher with white women and black men. I feel like what they perceive these women to be, they get a big surprise, and so they leave them too. You see what I'm saying? Because the divorce rate is higher with y'all. They stay with black women more, So let's see what the comments said. The question was, white wife, black husband marriages show twice the divorce rate of white wife, white husband couples by the 10th year, whereas black wife, white husband marriages are 44% less likely to end in divorce than white on white couples. And the question was, why are white men having much better luck with black women? Here's what y'all said in the comments real here. First of all, Ramona, I already see your comment. You say white men believe in therapy. You know what? You know what? I guess
White
so too.
people.
I guess so. You said white men are looking for queens or nannies, I guess. You said Gary was married to a black woman until recently. His new chick is black too. He seems cool. You said monetization is here. Says hallelujah. Thank you so much. Jamel said any man making an honest effort deserves love. Jamel, I'm with that too. Listen, we really don't care about we care about the money because of quality of life. I don't want to have to pick my man up and be treating us nowhere. That make that like emasculates it, whatever the word is, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that challenges his masculinity when I'm paying for things. But like if we're in a relationship, I love to do nice things and surprise my man, but I feel like when we don't know each other, it takes away your masculinity. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it too
But let's talk
is,
about the money.
let's talk about the money. Let's talk about it. You
Because
said
a lot of times, sometimes that's set up through what the family laid out. So this white
yeah.
man might have a trust. There might have been a will. There might have been a college plan. There might be some real estate, some assets. So in that first video, that guy talked about that financial security or that woman needing that security. He might have that white man might have the advantage of coming in with that reassurance, even not even based on his own efforts or his own merit directly.
But maybe not though. I know some white men that started from the bottom and now they're here. They work, they exercise some, self-control, they saved, because y'all know we in the comedy world, and sometimes you be looking over on other people's porch and you be like, wow, they got a mate, and they come to find out they in $300,000 worth of credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's we do have
Well,
a
the couple
better
I know,
perception.
the husband family came from some money, but he also made
Okay.
his own.
Okay. Okay. Uh, you mean the black woman and the white man that you know? Yeah. I mean, money helps all the relationships. Black on black, white on white, Spanish on Spanish. Money helps it all. Like, because now a
Until the
man
family
is
fight
able,
over it.
well, until the family fight over. But the thing is, I feel like a man is now able to feel more secure because he has it, and he is not under the pressure of like, okay, where y'all gonna eat at? You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna eat here, I'll just let you eat, and then I'll just have half of your burger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like all that pressure gets taken away, and then of course now I can relax myself because I feel treated like a lady. I feel like you can take me up, you can pick me out, you can treat me, and it definitely helps me to be in my softer era, even though I'm in my soft era anyway. But but if he's making an honest effort, back to what Jamel said, if he is making an honest effort, and I'm talking about honest, you all about me. See, these broke men out here want, working at Chick-fil-A wanting 2 and 3 chicks. Like, that's where you get the game twisted at right there. When you don't have any integrity and you ain't got no money. If you all about this one chick, then I feel like that's where we can get together and we can earn and we can like make a living. But what I feel like, if you got, you already don't have no money and you need 2, 3 chicks, you're a poor person. That's a poor mindset, and you're a poor person. So that's
I'm
whether or
not gonna
not
let you besmirch Chick-fil-A like that. They employees do not act like that.
well, in and out. You know what I'm saying? Because I
No,
never
okay, all
allow
right.
people to cut eyes at me.
Them
Okay.
brothers might want to get in and out for sure.
Yeah, but Jamel, I feel like, yeah, a man making an honest effort, yes, you do deserve the love, but be over here giving the love to one person. You over here so at this person's house staying the night, then you over here on the phone with this person. To me, that's a poor mindset, and that's where, yeah, you need a little bit more so you can be playing the field.
And so that's what I mean by bumping heads sometimes, because I think black women have been sold on the notion of independence, and that's not going to work in a relationship, because it's really about interdependence. And that's
Mm,
what we have to heal from and learn from. Because I know growing up in the 80s and 90s, and being the quote unquote the good guy or whatever, that was just perceived as boring or whatever. Women go through their bad boy phase or whatever, and then once they've done all that, now the good guy is more appealing. And after that point,
yeah.
he's like, nah, I got my stuff. I got options now.
Yeah, yeah. No, and the thing about it too is you're right. No, now we do need to heal from but I think I need to enter the school system, and I need to have some bad boy swagger classes for all the straight A black men students, okay? Because we just need, because it is something about the swagger of the black, that bad boy, he's bolder, he has something that, he lets off a pheromone that does attract you over there because it's exciting. It's this, so whereas the guy who is shyer, but then you don't even give him a chance, but this guy could take you out to eat. Now this should have been your baby daddy over here, because it would have been your husband if you had given him a chance. But of course,
Because I know
bad
a
boy
lot of
done
those
ran on.
guys.
Huh?
I was in the National Society of Black Engineers, and there was a lot of nerds in there, but they cool now. Like after they graduated and became engineers, oh, extra swaggy now. But in school,
Yeah.
yeah, they were bookish.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it too is I agree with you. We definitely have to change what we're attracted to, because when you be attracted to the trash can lifestyle, then you keep getting the trash can lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And chemistry
You're the
will
lowest
take
common
you right to the
denominator.
trash. Yes. So uh first of all, Jamel said there are two groups that have been running our society. They probably relate most to that. What's the two groups? Jamel, what's the two groups? Put it out there, because that's an interesting comment. Stacy said you ain't never lied, Sister Ramona. Ramona said the guy at the Chick-fil-A is a hobosexual.
Hobosexual. He just need a place to
Stacy
stay.
said, white men appear to have less traumatic life experience in America, and so maybe it's easier to give the black women the emotional support she needs. My best guess. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a graphic next week of who dropped the mic in the comments this week. Okay, because Stacy, you definitely can drop the mic on that. And I need to get like a little bitty mic I could just pick up and like drop, no, but I do feel like, yeah, that's true. But then also too, I do see, I know a lot of black women, and they're married to like, like other kind of white men, I'll see Italian, not the white American per se, but the other kind of people that they've also had a struggle. So it is more relatable too, because when you think about those people, you don't view them as having a struggle, but then when you talk to them, you be like, wow, they did that to your people too. So I feel like, that's probably where the connection is. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. First of all, if you are tuned in to the Dell Show, we do this each and every week. If you tuned in right now, do me a favor, share this live with two friends, y'all. Thank y'all so much, and hit that subscribe button right now. Not right now, right now. Now it's just so much faster than right now. Okay. If you're looking at this on playback, make sure you are subscribed, y'all, because I'll be checking the numbers, and a lot of y'all come to this channel just by chance, and I just love that you found me. But make sure you subscribe, okay? Because we do this each and every week. I always have two different guests, and tonight my two different fantastic guests are the lovely Penny Promise and Rocky Kuso, the hilarious Rocky Kuso. So, yeah, guys, moving on. Okay, let's play this next video because it is Yada night on the Dell Show. Okay, here's what Yada had to say about this.
When a man has real wealth, and I'm talking about $20 million or more, we don't care if you got a flat stomach or a big belly. We don't care about how many children you got because we can take care of all of them. And we're definitely not asking you about your past or concerned about how many men you've been with. That's a broke man's conversation. And we're definitely not asking you what you bring to the table because we done built the whole building. All we want is a woman that's ready to enjoy life. We don't need you to be our peace. Broke women think they need to be a man's peace because they're dealing with broke men with no peace. It takes peace to get to this level. It takes peace to establish true wealth internally. And that doesn't come from no woman. That comes from self. So, lady.
Woo! First of all, that brother is fine as I don't know what. Okay? He said broke women need to be the peace. So here's what I need to here's the question of the day, guys, and I just need to pull it up right here because this is an important one. It must be, I think it's going to be our most important one, which is, guys, where is all these wealthy men at that we can find? Okay. He said men with money don't care about your fans or how many children you have. Where are these wealthy men at? Jamal, Rocky, Jamel, put it in the comments. We need to know where to go find these wealthy men at. Okay, Penny.
You just played one, Marlon Wayans, and he told you why he don't even want to get married. He's wealthy.
No. To me, see, the thing about it too is that's not wealthy to me. I think you're rich and you have a lot of money, and but when you don't want a real connection,
and Yada is pandering.
Similar, like poor. You said, is it pandering? You said
Yada is pandering to women right now.
Ooh, hush your
He
mouth.
is building his following.
Yeah, because I can see that because we sick of, because we got a lot of men out there bashing women, black women. So of course we want to have a black man talking some good stuff about the black, we want to hear that. We want to hear more of that.
Yeah, we want to hear more of that.
So this is what I'm saying.
We also want to know, where are the wealthy men? Let's answer that question. Where out at? Let me, guys, y'all. I just want to know this, guys. Where are the wealthy men? Jamel, put it in the comments. Rocky, where are the rich men hanging out at? We need to know.
They're called passport boys, and they out here enjoying their money.
Passport.
They're called passport boys.
Oh, passport boys. Okay, so we need to go to a different country. They're not out here.
That's where they are. They're out traveling because they know that money is giving them access, especially if their American money goes further. So now we're talking about exchange rates.
So when they come to LA, where are they hanging at when they come to LA?
I mean, the one I know, he works a lot. So that's why I'm saying it depends on how a person got their money.
At work.
It depends on how a person got their money. If they're coming from some money, it's a different scenario. If they had to make their money and they're the first in their family to really make some money, now they're also trying to take care of family. So that back to your conversation about what mom got, what the wife got. So we're talking about different things because the one who had to hustle it up for himself, once again, probably was bookish. Now he's making some money. He's got his doctorate. He's got his engineering degree. Now the job is taking most of his time. So if you're not meeting me at work, I probably only get out on outings. And those guys are now, like I said, now they're getting some play. So settle down ain't even on their mind. We don't have that same kind of biological clock.
What? But wait a minute. Some people are settling down every day. I'm looking on YouTube, on Instagram every day. People settling down. Penny, where do you think they hanging out when they go to LA? When they come to LA, where are they at? And I see y'all in the comments. The question is, where are these wealthy men at that want to pay your bills and don't care about your past and don't care how many kids you got? Where can we find them? Okay, Rocket said
Live.
they're at work and they don't want.
Well, when they out, they get in bottle service, and they're meeting a certain type of woman, and usually the black women that's might not be their circles sometimes. The younger
Penny,
ones, yeah. So now they Shannon Sharpen.
Penny, what say you?
Well, I say in one place, a lot of rich men, white men, they be at cigar bars. You know, if you don't like the smell of cigars, you might miss out on that man that got money. And I went to a cigar bar downtown, and they got the regular room in the front where the regular men at, and then they got a VIP in the back. Like, can you afford to get in that VIP in the back where the rich men are? They in the back sipping cognac and smoking on.
Tell the truth, Penny. Them some older guys.
But it's in the back room. It's probably but that VIP in the back room is like $5,000 a month. Like, you do got that thousands of dollars that be in that back with the VIP people. What you say, Rocky?
Them some older guys. Divorcees. You're gonna have to rub them down with some Bengay and some icy hot.
No. I'm matter of fact, I went to a tour at a cigar bar because I like to smoke a cigar every now and then. I smoke a cigar, and I went on a tour, and I went in the back. It wasn't old me.
Listen, those guys are in situationships.
No, you mean to tell me everybody that's doing well is?
Hold on, sound like a hater.
Okay,
I'm saying he got a roster. Y'all act like these men is in the cigar bar free and clear. No.
Only black people are being so scarcity. You mean to tell me everybody with some money, every black man with some money, just got a long list of women they going through, just reaching out the trash can for somebody or reaching
not
for somebody.
A long list.
So nobody that's regular and black.
Regular? Who want regular if I got money?
Yeah, you want connection. You definitely want connection.
You're not gonna find a
well, he's gonna skew younger. That guy is gonna skew younger. So no, he's not looking for y'all. Per se.
You don't know what they're looking for.
No, I'm talking about this is the mindset. This is what's being sold to us only. Us only. White women are being encouraged every day that they can meet a man and they can get somebody, even though they might be 50 years old, they might be whatever. They're being sold that every day. We are being sold scarcity. Our men in jail, they want somebody, they dead, they locked up, they homosexual. Only us is being sold scarcity. Let's see what the comments said. The question was,
I hear more women being called cougars though, or looking for young guys.
Where are the wealthy men at? That was the question. Let's see what the comments said, because I just can't wait. You said, well, wealthy man, my wealthy man is already taken, so I have no suggestions on where to go.
Where she meet him at though?
She met him at the bank.
And was he wealthy when you met him?
No, he was not wealthy when she met him, but he was.
That's what I'm saying.
Spirit. He was wealthy in spirit. Stacy said in the DMV. Jamal said wealthy men won't ever tell you that they are wealthy. Ooh, if they are really looking for something real. The others only want one thing. Stacy said, are they hiring airport greeters in LA? Maybe I need that part-time job. You said just go down to the Whole Foods. Okay. Oh, Jamel said Wilshire District. See, Penny, we got to head out to the Wilshire District. I do see a lot of thriving black men in the Wilshire District. Oh, Micheline said the country club. Mimi, yes. You know what? I'm so grateful for these comments. Stacy said Whole Foods immediately after work. Home Depot in some booty shorts. Find a homeowner for sure. Okay. Jamal says she about to get a man that smells like a licorice factory. But do he got money though? Can we wash off?
She calling out the wrong grocery store. What's that one? I ain't never even been in it. Start with
Erewhon.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know if they straight up in there. Okay. Somebody, Stacy said, "Go sassy." Okay. First of all, I have enjoyed y'all so much. We ending the show right on time tonight because I'm on my way to the Laugh Factory, y'all. I got a spot tonight. And I'm going to be in the building. If y'all haven't already, do me a favor. Y'all, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. I want to thank my guests so much, Penny Promise and Rocky Kuso, for being on the show. Do me a favor. First of all, when I hang up, don't y'all hang up because y'all video got to upload, okay? But I want to give y'all a chance to let everybody know what you got going on and where can they find you next. Penny?
Oh, well, I'll be at the Rooftop Sunset this Friday.
Woo!
And see me. And I got a podcast coming up in June called I Am the Elephant.
Yay. I Am the
And y'all,
Elephant. What's that going to be about?
Well, basically, you know how that term addressing the elephant in the room. So that podcast is about addressing stuff we don't want to address. The stuff that's obvious to address, I'm addressing what we don't want to address.
Okay. Okay. Rocky, what about you? What you got going on? And where can everybody
and y'all
find
can catch Penny in that back room of that cigar bar. We're bringing back Rock the Mic Live, the podcast. We look to have both of you all back on the show. We try to focus on the business of show business.
Wow.
That monetization part that you're talking about. So you can catch us on all your platforms. Rock the Mic Live.
Yay. Thank you so much. And guys, if you need to get in touch with me, guys, I'm out here. Okay. Catch me at I Am Del Harrison on Instagram. I'm posting stuff every day, almost every day. I am also, if you need to book me or email me, you can reach me on my website, iamdelharrison.com. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. Each and every week, y'all come back, y'all subscribe, y'all watch the videos, y'all comment. I can't get to all the comments, but I love to see that you're commenting, and I try to respond to them when I can. God bless you. And I will see you next Tuesday right here on the Del Show. Penny, Rocky, don't hang up. Okay. Okay, guys.